Hi, this is a video for Evil-Lyn from the Masters of the Universe Modern line. She is pretty much just a repaint, added detail type remake of the Tila figure that came out for the line, and I do have her, so I'll be able to do a video for her and be able to probably compare the two of them and see what differences there are. But that's one reason why I really was able to get into this line, not only because I believe G.I. Joe was on hiatus, um, was the cartoon was awesome, and then the sculpting of the Four Horsemen was awesome. The only thing that I think kind of makes these figures not always so great is I believe the Four Horsemen originally wanted them to have a lot of articulation, but Mattel um, was afraid that they'd break too easily. But I also think we all know, if we're all toy collectors, that, any amount of paint or detail or articulation, that all causes the figures to go up in price. And I think I read somewhere that these figures originally retailed for $8. So that's already, nowadays it probably doesn't sound like that much because, G.I. Joe figures are, depending on where you live and what sales you get, they're, $7, $8, and obviously, I think they used a little bit more plastic in a He-Man character versus a G.I. Joe. So, um, yeah, I think the price for the time was really cool. Um, but yeah, just the sculpting on her is so amazing. The Classics line is supposed to be releasing a Evil-Lyn, and I hope that after the die-hard fans get their release of Evil-Lyn later down the line, Maddie Collector will do a remake of her because this is just so beautiful to me. There's so many little details. Like I know the Classics one's gonna have this as well, but there's like a little skull up here. She's got skull earrings right there. Sorry, my camera. Well, actually, I guess they're not skulls now that I look at it. They look more kind of like a bat. So then there's a skull right there. And yeah, she just looks so cool. Kind of like more like a vampiress, But, she's not. But just kind of that gothic look on her, I think really, just looks so great. So yeah, she's pretty much Tila. The only difference is, like I said, is this part's glued on. I don't know if Tila had a glued on thing or if this is just basically Tila underneath. This whole skirt part is new. The Tila figure doesn't have that. The boots are pretty much the same. The only difference on the boots are these, gosh, I can't think of what they're, I think they're shin guards. Kind of knee pad shin guard type of things. I really, really love the staff. The staff is so cool looking again. The Four Horsemen did such a great job. The only thing I'll say that's kind of cool about the Classics one, when that comes out, is they're going to make this part see-through, so hopefully that will happen. But this just looks so much better to me. In my opinion, the Classics one that's coming out looks a little dated. Again, I'm not trying to slam any of the hardcore He-Man fans because, I know that's one thing well, not you, but some of you, I'm sure, is that it's an updated version of what you had when you were a kid. So it's kind of like a 25th anniversary version, with G.I. Joe. How we got updated figures that still looked pretty much like they did in the 80s, but just, today's technology. Let's see, yeah. She's got a skull on her knife right here, or dagger. That's pretty much it. The other thing I noticed when I was looking online is that she just looks beautiful here, and even with the not having a ball jointed neck, She looks so much better. If you've seen the Evil-Lyn figure from the 80s, gosh, man, it just, well, I think we all kind of know if you own any G.I. Joe females from the 80s, they just look more like you know, manly men, thick necks and everything. So when Evil-Lyn was released, compared to Tila, even though Tila does look pretty good, I was just like, wow, they did such a great job with this. So yeah, hopefully the classics line will last long enough that they'll be able to give us people that did like this figure a chance to get updated 2000-ish looking figure. She does have the same boot as Tila, but you can kind of see under here that it's a smooth boot. There's other than the other side where they've got the, what is it, like yeah, just made in China, and then a peg hole right here. On the Tila figure, it actually had one of the chips inside of it, so don't know that that's really why they had to sculpt kind of this looking. She looks like she has little packs on her legs right there. I don't know if they had to do that in order to make her leg a little thicker so they could fit the chip in, or if that was just part of the design. But anyway, for right now, she doesn't look that great up against the classics Skeletor, because she looks a little small. But I guess women are usually smaller than guys, so I guess in a way she could fit in. But again, for us that are lucky enough to get a Evil-Lyn Automatic Collector, you don't really have to wait much longer. But just at least as a display figure, this Evil-Lyn is really cool. So anyway, thanks for watching.